Balls like grains in bags of rice. Had to cook up the thing, get a flow that's nice. Pepper like jollof, fire my innards. Can't take big herms for little man like Richard.
Wagwan people, welcome back to my channel. It's your host, Mood British. Bro, how am I getting that wrong, bro? The channel name is Mood British. I'm your host, Joe, and I just want to say, off the rip, thank you for watching my content. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you share a video with someone, because your boy needs the exposure. I just wanted to say congratulations to me, because a month ago, I said I'm gonna, come back to YouTube, and I've come back. It's been a month. And since I said I was going to come back, I've dropped about 10 different videos, from shorts, YouTube shorts, to nearly 10 videos. I'm proud of myself. I've done good, man. You know what I'm trying to say? And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people that watch the content. And then, like I said, if you can subscribe, I'm grateful. It might not mean something to you, but it means the world to me. Yeah. And I'm grateful, man. And this channel is just about me kind of talking about stuff, dealing with different issues, identity, religion, social, political, different kinds of things. And that's really the main vocal point of this channel. And I realized that I've been getting some little views in America as well. Jamaica. Yo, big up all the people watching the videos from around the world, people in the United Kingdom as well. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to start reading some comments, bro. A comment from user KU36N6F. Bro, what kind of username is this? The comment reads, "He's giving colored people a bad name," referring to Mizzy. Bro, colored people? Are we in the 1700s, fam?
Well, hello there, man. So sorry we're late.
Sure didn't mean to sneak up on you, sir.
No, sir.
Colored people? Are you going to start saying mulatto next? We're all colored people, fam. You know what I'm trying to say? So when you say Mizzy's giving colored people a wrong name, then what the hell does that mean, bruv? Colored people. Everyone's colored. I get it. Yeah, he's black. So what does it mean? One individual does not give the whole entire black race a bad name, bruv. This is one guy, bro. He's giving his family a bad name, bruv. He's giving himself a bad name, bro. He's not giving black people a bad name. That's the thing as well, bro. When you're black, people think that you need to like all align with each other, so you can just be like this. Like this is how people think you are when you're black. In reality, it's more broken apart. But yeah, we're not all of collective. So we got the next comment from Skater Chevy, who says, "Ha ha ha, the first time I ever got followed in a shop in my life was when I moved to London in 2020. It was in Poundland," because I said I got followed in Poundland as well. Continue reading his message. "London might be diverse, but there is way more stereotyping than Derby. So there's more stereotypes in London than there is in Derby. So you're more likely to be racial profiled in London than Derby." I get what Chevy's saying. I think this is my guy Chevy. Big up Chevy if you're watching. Don't know. Yeah, so I kind of agree with what he's saying in a sense of like, you're more likely to be stereotyped in London by the police, because I mean, I've only pretty much ever had one encounter with the police in Derby that was like absolutely ludicrous, that I talked about in that video. But in London, it just seems to be a regular thing, bro. Like police just trying to like just chat the most. They say some crazy stuff to me, bro. They said some mad stuff to me, man. But I've talked about it in a previous video. Yeah, so there's a lot of stereotyping in London. I guess there's just more black people to kind of stereotype in that sense. So there's more black people here. So there's more stereotypes here. I don't know, innit? The next comment is from Real Seb's World 3004. The comment says, "It is amazing how a lot of people from around the world migrate to the islands of the UK. Such a tiny island." Yeah, the UK is tiny. People migrate to UK because it's the opportunity to work, stability, employment, education, life standards. That's why people move to the UK. You know what I mean? People are coming here because they want to improve their living situations. I don't think the size of the country is going to deter anyone from, coming to the United Kingdom. No one's gonna stop and say, "Oh, the UK is way too tiny. The lifestyle's good. The education's great. I can get any job I want, but I'm not gonna move there because it's a tiny island." No one's gonna say that, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? People move here because of the opportunity to work.
He is paid cash in hand by other Sri Lankans to do cleaning and maintenance work. He came to the UK nearly 20 years ago and also says he fled persecution. He's lived in this garage for 5 years since his asylum claim failed. He's very aware the Home Office is stepping up raids on undocumented migrants living illegally like him. It's a miserable and lonely existence.
So for you, this is a normal life?
This is my normal. I don't know what is the difference because I'm struggling to here. But this is my normal life.
Do you know a lot of people who live like you live?
Yeah, I have one or two friends. They are also live like that. Sometimes they're sleeping on the road.
I moved here because my parents moved here because I was a kid. You get what I'm trying to say? I didn't move here as an adult. You know what I mean? I moved here when I was a kid. You know, I was a minor. Keep R. Kelly away.
Didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me.
So, yeah, that was the 3 comments. But in this channel, bro, I'm welcoming comments, bro. I'm welcoming likes. And if you got like a personal message, you feel like, yo, I want to reach out to this brother. I want to let this brother, know my 2 cents, how I feel about things. Bro, my details is in the descriptions underneath. Like, hit me up. I'm on TikTok now. I'm on Instagram. I'm on email. I'm trying to work on the Twitter. I'm trying to manage everything, bro. Like I've said before, bro, I'm editing, creating, making the content. I'm doing everything, fam. Everything you see is done by moi. So if you want to collaborate on a video, you got any good ideas, hit me up, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm more than open to collaborating with people. Like I said, in this channel, we're going to be talking about different things. I don't want it just to be, this guy just talks about black issues, or this guy just talks about that type of, or just talks about being black, you know what I mean? Nah, bro, it's bigger than that. Because first, black is just a social construct.
Fact is, even though race drives a lot of social and political outcomes, race isn't real. One of the first people to attempt to categorize humans according to race was a German scientist around 1776. He came up with 5 different groups according to physical appearance and geographic origin of their ancestors. Americans of European descent eagerly bought into this type of thinking around the same time. Some historians have said the idea that there were different races helped them resolve the contradiction between a natural right to freedom and the fact of slavery. If whites were their own distinct category, then they could feel a lot better about denying freedom to people who they labeled black and decided were fundamentally different. But as political priorities change, definitions of race in America adjust right along with them. This is all because there isn't a race chromosome in our DNA that people can point to. It simply doesn't exist. When the medical community links race to health outcomes, it's really just using race as a substitute for other factors, such as where your ancestors came from, or the experiences of people who may have been put in the same racial group as you. Dorothy Roberts explains that sickle cell anemia is a prime example of this. The disease is linked to areas with high rates of malaria, which include some parts of Europe and Asia in addition to Africa. It's not actually about race at all.
You know, a lot of people are ignorant to that fact. Like, people don't know. Bro, people don't know anything these days. People are just lost, bro. And what I realized in this world, people love to discredit you when you give like a black perspective on things, or you tell people what you believe. Let's give an example, bro. If you tell people you believe in African spirituality, bro, the first thing they want to do, they want to insult your religious beliefs, to tell you that you worship your voodoo.
But based on pop culture depictions, you might think voodoo is all about human sacrifice and putting curses on people. That stigma plagues voodoo believers like Martine de Souza, a voodoo priestess and historian who has spent almost 20 years trying to demystify her faith.
What's the actual source of all the stigma towards voodoo?
You know, all the stigma started when Europeans start to come to Africa. The Catholic Europeans, you know, when they came here, they saw the sort of unity between us. And then they know that Africans, they are very strong people. How can we fragilize them? How can we take over those people, I think we will start to tell them that the God that they are worshiping is evil. They should follow our religion.
Just by saying African spirituality, bro, that sends people the wrong way, fam. Because Muslims will be like, oh, you should practice the Quran. You should read this. Then Christians will say, oh no, that's not true. You need to practice Bible and read about Jesus. But in reality, I am somebody. I'm not a Pan-African. At some point, I felt like a Pan-African. I am somebody that's unapologetically black, bro. I'm not going to apologize for being black, bro. I'm not going to apologize for being a man. I'm not going to apologize for being anything that, things that I did not really choose and I am. I'm not going to apologize for it. And I don't think a lot of people should as well. Like, if you are from a different race or a different sexuality, you don't owe no one an apology. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's all about bettering you and being the best person that you can be. And in this, I'm going to try to dissect this anti-black narrative that just keeps happening, bro. Because you see online, you'll see people online saying to me, bro, on comments and Instagram, saying to me, oh, Africa was nothing until the Europeans came and colonized it. What? Africa was nothing to the Europeans? Bro, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. First things first, we gotta drop certain titles like tribes, bro.
Once upon a time, in Central Africa, there was a flourishing kingdom known as Luba. It existed from the 15th to the 19th century CE and was the first kingdom in the Congo Basin. The people of Luba were skilled in ironworking and trade, particularly along the Lualaba River, where they worked with metals like copper. These skills allowed the Luba elite to establish a powerful kingdom that expanded from the Upemba Depression in what is now Southern Democratic Republic of the Congo. The story of the Kingdom of Luba began around 1300 CE in the southern rainforests of the Shaba region in Central Africa. The kingdom gradually expanded to encompass the wet grasslands of the Lake Upemba Depression. The Luba kings and oral traditions claimed a connection with the Iron Age Lualaba people who inhabited the Shaba area. The Lualaba people thrived due to the availability of metal deposits, especially copper, which they traded with other Central African communities through the region's rivers. The Luba people were skilled in agriculture, cultivating crops such as sorghum, millet, yams, bananas, beans, sugarcane.
The word tribe is an insult to our, communities that we had, to the social constructs that we came up with. Because there's no way Baluba is a tribe, bro. A tribe is like 10 people that wear the same clothes and do the dancing. Baluba, we had our own land. We had our own government, our own king, our own culture, our own dressing sense, our own text. We had a lot of things before the Europeans ever came there. And to call us tribe is an insult to our people, bro. We were kings and queens, literally. We had our own kingdoms. People need to read, because people are just clueless, bro. They don't know what's happening, fam. You know what I'm trying to say? People be like, when I'm having conversations with people on a normal basis, bro, I'm telling people that all the countries in Africa were made up by white people.
The scramble for Africa. You've probably heard that phrase somewhere before. It should come as no surprise that it was an actual scramble. European leaders wanted gold from the west, diamonds from the south, and everything in between. The scramble happened roughly between 1884 and 1914, when European governments partitioned part of the African continent into colonies, free trade areas, and smaller states that were controlled by them.
Every country in Africa was designed by white people. They chose the borders, they chose everything. They chose the capital city, they chose what to name the country, they chose what to name the countries, they chose everything, bro. So, our thing was the kingdoms, not the tribes, but there's huge kingdoms, bro. In my country, Baluba, Mukongo, huge kingdoms, bro. Just in the Democratic Republic of Congo, bro. Then we have in Zambia, we have the Dembe. Then we have Zulus, then we have Yoruba, then we have Igbo, then we have Mandinka, then we have Ashanti Kingdom, Ghana Kingdom. So many kingdoms, bro. Don't let man tell you that you were nothing. And people are so comedic, bro, because this one guy on Instagram, he's just chatting wasp, bro. The way he's talking about colonization, he's trying to romanticize it. Like, oh yeah, like the British Empire came to people's front door like, hey, we're the British Kingdom. We just want to take over your land. No, bro, they came in there with weapons, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Divide and conquer. You know, today we see that, France, in Paris, there's some crazy riots. They're burning stuff, they're looting stuff, all because a 17-year-old got shot by the police. But it's deeper than that, bro, because the people that are rioting, bro, they're Algerians, bro, colonized by France. They're Moroccans, bro, colonized by France. They're Tunisians, bro, colonized by France. They're from Mali, bro, colonized by France. They're from Ivory Coast, bro, colonized by France. They're from the Republic of Congo, colonized by France. They're from my country, colonized by Belgium, but still speak French. All these groups are there. So when you shoot this kid, some trauma coming back. That's what they're burning this. They're burning the cities. They're burning everything in Paris because they have no attachment to what's there. They don't feel French. They don't feel like, oh, these buildings belong to us. They don't feel that because they know it doesn't. So that's why it's easy for them to burn stuff, bro. Like, for example, in America, when Mike Brown got killed and all the African Americans or people in America started burning stuff, they don't feel a connection to the area or the community. That's why it's easy for them to burn it, because they don't care about it, bro. Because if you worked hard on something as a community, you're not gonna burn it down and loot it, bro. You're going to try to save it from people looting it. These guys have no attachment to their areas. That's why we see a lot of burning when craziness happens. There's no attachment to these areas, bro. Like I said, I want to collaborate with people as well. So if you watch this video and you think, I'm for what this guy is talking about, I can do what this guy is talking about, and I want to talk about stuff like this, yo, hit me up, fam. It's always good to collaborate. And as they say, united we stand, divided we fall. You know what I'm trying to say? We all crumble like apple crumble. But yeah, that was my little rant. I'm gonna have a nightmare trying to title this video because I don't even know what to title this video. But that was me, Moo British. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share the video, make sure you leave a comment. Thank you for watching.